How is the audio? How is the mic? How is the audio? Hello, 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 hello. Hi, 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 hi. Hello, hello. Hi, hello. How are we sounding? How are we hearing? Are you hearing me? Oh, hello. Hi. Oh god. Oh god, why do I sound like that? Oh, give me a second. Give me a second. Gain down. Gain down. Oh my god, we're still game down. Gain down. Okay, okay, okay. Hello? Hello? Question mark? Ooh! Okay. Are we better? Is this better? We should be better. Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Are we good? Music? Yes, music. Music indeed. Betterer? How do we feel about this mic? How do we feel? Okay, so background. Hi guys. Hi. Today was busy. I was recording for covers, so I'm on my cover mic right now. I'm on my AT2040 and not my beacon. But then I was like, let me try out streaming on AT2040. So we might stay on the AT2040 for a little bit. Just to see, you know? Just to see what happens. What happens if we stream on this mic? I don't know. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer this mic or the old mic? I honestly can't tell the difference between them because I can't listen to myself. I can't listen to myself. But hello, Ammar. Hello, Cass. Hello, Ruka. Ooh, Ruka's really interested in the subject today. Ooh, hello, Clayton. Ooh, aha. And Cass. I think I said hi to Cass. Question mark. But hi, guys. Happy Friday. Have you guys been enjoying shrimp? Have you been enjoying shrimp? Please tell me you've been enjoying shrimp. I'm so cool. I hear Twig good for me. Simple as? Is that, are you so easily sated? Are you so easily satisfied? Ah yes, I hear my Oshi. I am satisfied. I hear my Oshi, thus I am joyful. I am leaping with joy. I am going yippee, yippa, yippee, yippa, yippee, yippa. Yes, I have. I'm glad you've been enjoying shrimp! Shrimp, my beloved. This sounds like a studio recording or something to that tune. Well... This is my cover mic! This is the mic I normally well... Do I normally sing on this? No. Did I buy it to sing on it? Yes. Because the beacon mic actually has a lot of issues, so if I'm not being lazy, I will sing on this mic. But the problem is, I have a bunch of covers to be recording right now. I have so many covers to be recording right now. I was doing like a really substantial one today where it was like, Twig, you have to do all of these lines in the main thing, and I was like, okay. And then it was like, Twig, you have to do all of these harmonies, and then I was like, okay. And then it was like, Twig, you have to do all of these chorus harmonies, and then I was like, okay. And then they were like, Twig, you have to do all of these ad-libs, and I was like, okay. And then they were like, Twig, you have to do more ad-libs, and I was like, okay. So I was like, you know, normally the other mic is fine. Normally it's okay because it's like, wow, I can like sit down and be like, oh, wow, like, how many times am I gonna say like in the same sentence? But normally the other one is fine because I can do like compression and stuff, but it has a popping issue. It has a popping issue, and I was like, I don't want to have them deal with this when it's so many different takes that they have to deal with. And so I whipped out the other mic and I was like, you know what? I hate that this mic sounds better, and so I'm gonna try and use it. It is kind of a pain to switch between them because it's not just switching the mic. So the beacon is actually a USB mic, right? This is an XLR, which means in order to switch between them, I have to like unplug the USB and then plug in an XLR interface, and I had to download the drivers again because I didn't have them anymore because of the PC wipening, and then I had to like plug in the XLR into the mic and then change the settings in the XLR thing because it doesn't remember the settings sometimes, and then I had to like figure out that, oh, my headphones don't fit in the monitor, so I actually have to buy an adapter to use my headphones in the audio interface, and then I had to remember what all the knobs meant because there's a lot more knobs. Pop in mic glitch for you reference mod. Pop in mic glitch. I mean, the money was already spent, so why not use this bad boy? I mean, there's a few different reasons. So first of all, it's kind of a pain. Second of all, the beacon mic is really nice for streaming because all of the audio processing is on the mic. Like, I can change the compression and the EQ on the mic really easily without having to have like a filter on the mic. The mic has its own filters, and it has its own like studio where you can add things. This one does not do that. So you're just hearing raw Twig vocals without like EQ and compression. There's minor compression on it because of not Discord. OBS! Sorry, I was teaching a panel in Discord earlier as well, where like I had to sit down and be like, guys, can you hear me? And the answer was no. I was like, guys, can you hear me? No. And I was like, okay, I gotta turn my gain up. But yeah, so we're on the AT2040 today. Anyways, I am but a simple man. I'm glad Twig voice make you feel better. I placed down cube in attack position. Cass, I hope you enjoy your cube. Why would they take our wrenches away? What is wrong? What is wrong with the wrench? What do they have against wrenches? Howdy shut do it howdy shut it how I'm not reading that one. Ra, I have been summoned. Who must I smash? That taken out of context sounds very wrong, Rylan. But hello! I hope your Friday is going well! I mean, yeah, it is... Is it a pain? Yes, but the audio is improved. Okay, so you do like this mic better. I guess I should make like a poll. I guess I should make a poll on which mic you guys like better. Let's see. We can do this really quickly. Which mic is better? Last one. This one. Woohoo! Okay. Do. Speed is here. Speed is here. Okay, simple and less reprocessing. True. That is true. Yeah, that was gay. Yeah, but like, it was on my interface that I had to turn the gain up because I was recording and the gain was low when I was recording, so like, yeah. Cause like, when I'm going, you know, you don't want to be peeking. You don't want to be pinking when you seeing the, you know. Also, hi, Outer! Hello! YouTube loves me more than wrenches. That's why. Oh, that's true. All of the YouTube mods are now Rollins' cousins. They've stolen Rollins' branding. Also, yes, for you Twitch peoples, I am on Twitch, by the way. I know there's like one person who goes, yippee, Twig's on Twitch! I guess it's better visual for the mod icon. I disagree. I disagree heavily. Let's see. Mother Oot says hi. Hello, Mother Oot! Hi! Thank you for saying hello to my live stream. I hope your Friday is going well and that you're very silly and slay. It's because Cass said battle stance and like everyone and like how everyone else is a cube supposed to attack. Wait, what? I feel like I had an aneurysm reading that. Not Twig phrasing someone else. Look, I know my phrasing's not always the best, but like sometimes I'm not the one to blame, huh? Shaking my head. Shaking my head. I'm on my TV, so I need to listen to my stereo system to really decide. Oh my god. Putting Twig on the stereo system is wild. Who's got Twig in the surround sound? Yippee Twitch, more emotes. That is true. More emotes. True. Very true. You know me so well, Twig! Me getting one guide into streaming on Twitch. Eating shrimp right now? Oh my god, is it Mountain Dew flavored? Is it Mountain Dew flavored? I had tuna pasta for dinner. I like took some pasta, dumped some tuna in it for some like nice little protein. You guys ever feel like just becoming a medieval peasant and just eating gruel? I feel like my life would be so much easier if I was just like a gruel. Aha. I mean, I always use you on the stereo, so I can't stand using headset. That's wild! You're just like putting Twig out in the sound waves. You have no shame. That's wild. That's wild. I can't believe that. That's wild. Clayton holding up the purple side stream like Atlas. Maybe one day I will build a Twitch audience, but I severely doubt it. I severely doubt it. I don't think that will ever happen. Do you know how like weird of circumstances there has to be for you to like actually build an audience on Twitch? It has to be very specific circumstances, and I have not experienced any of those circumstances because I've only been on Twitch for like a couple of months. Hey Twig, hello Jade! I hope your Friday is going well. Kyra getting enough eeps? Kyra, so real. So real. I took my first nap in 3 weeks. Twig, proud of me. I finally got me time. I'm so proud of you! I don't know why you haven't had time, but I'm proud that you took some self-care. What tea have you been drinking recently, Kyra? I kind of want to look at teas, but I have so much to do and so much to pay for that, like, I can't treat myself to buying tea right now, unfortunately. Guys, I'm trying my best to not have to delay the original music release, but it's really stressful because I had a choreographer pull out on me. And so I'm having to last minute the dance really, really quickly. In the midst of, like, preparing a bunch of concert stuff this month, it's kind of rough. But I believe in myself. I believe. I'm also, like, I could, like, really benefit from uploading my song right now. But the problem I've been having is, like, I've been looking at distributors, but oh boy, I sure hope you don't put me on stereo. Oh god. Yeah, Gumi on stereo is dangerous. But I've been looking at music distributors and I like you know, every distributor's just bad. But also labels are also bad. And Spotify is evil. So, like, as an independent musician, it's like, who the fuck? I know there are a lot of you who want me on Spotify, but if not Spotify, you want me on YouTube Music or Apple Music or wherever you get your music. But the reason that hasn't happened, despite me having, like, covers where I have the rights to them, I can't pick a distributor. It's really bad. You're telling me the music industry is fucked? More at 11. Yeah, literally. It's really bad. Everything is horrible. Corpos or dorkos? I agree. Speaking of songs, thanks for torturing us with the shrimp song. I don't think it's torture. I think that's a masterpiece. I'm also so excited because, like, it's fucking Emi and Outer, it was their first collaboration ever on their channel. So they finally got a collaboration on their collaborations tab. It's fun. Y2T released a bunch of Raipuer. They've been aging since 2022. I've been trying them out. I dig most of them a lot. Honestly, I've had like a craving for purple tea recently, and it's been painful because like how the fuck am I gonna find purple tea in like an affordable? Well, I guess purple tea tends to be affordable, but like in like a I don't have to import anything affordable. They were screaming for mercy. They were not screaming for more mercy, okay? X is fucking hell right now and it's eating itself. I had to mute X and remove notifications. It's so bad right now. I am not up to date on anything ever. You guys want to know what comes up on my X? This is really funny. This is if we open up X right now. What goes on? What goes on in my X feed? I swear to God, I don't know anything. Okay, news on iLife. Someone posting their guitar. Nails. New outfit reveal. Cover posting. Oshikatsu. Silly little cosplays. More Oshikatsu. More outfit. More Oshikatsu. More idols. Fucking meme post, outfit debut, more Oshikatsu, art, silly little art again, meme post, Oshikatsu, cool tech thing that I want, that I followed someone for, music, Oshikatsu, idols again! More idols! Someone on a billboard! Raya's stream! When I tell you, I am so out of the loop. I'm so out of the fucking loop. I don't know anything that's happening. I'm like... People are like, oh my god, did you hear about this train wreck on X? And I'm like, I'm here with Oshikatsu and Idol. I always talk about like how I don't like VTuber drama, and I think that shows it. The fact that I don't even get recommended VTuber drama. That I don't know about VTuber drama. Until someone tells me about VTuber drama, it's bad. X hates my post for real. I don't even use X as like a social media platform anymore. It is a networking tool. That's all I use. You know what I do? You know what I do use X for? I do slides into VTuber I'd like to work with DMs. Hello, I am Twig. I am hosting a concert on this date. The deadline would be this time. It is a concert themed around this. You would need to do this by this time. Would you like to do this? Don't get polluted by it. I might have to make a new account because this account is too involved in politics, VTuber drama, and second. That's wild. That's a completely different Twitter. What is your timeline? I feel like some people just are so easy to get rage baited. Because, like, all those algorithms do, right, is, like, measure how long you look at things. This is why, like, if I... This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. I cannot be on Twitter at, like, 3 in the morning when I'm half awake. I cannot. because I will ruin my algorithm, because I will stare at one too many ASMR slime videos. And then the next morning, it's all fucking ASMR slime! It's so bad! I haven't looked at tea, but it's for like a year flavored water or something. I think. Wait. Huh? A year of flavored water? Excuse me? Just looked at the prices on Y2T. Yeah, nah, bro. Ain't paying that much for flavored water. Oh! Well, Y2D, it's kind of interesting. It's like a specialized thing. But also that the amount that you get is like so many cups of tea. You're buying whole leaf tea that's meant to be brewed a certain way, and if you brew it that way, you get like gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons of tea. I have some tea from Y2T that has lasted me like 2 or 3 years at this point. I haven't looked at tea, but it's for like a year. Yeah. Who doesn't love ASMR slime? Me, when I'm trying to look at things that are not ASMR slime. What ASMR? Pardon? Well, like, I don't... This is still embarrassing. I don't like ASMR, so I just look at the video, and I'm like, ooh, shapes and colors. I don't even listen to the ASMR! I just look at them sink their fingers into the slime, and I go, ooh! It's so bad! Ah! Time for all that is just muted ASMR. It's so bad. So I can't like I can't be on Twitter at like 3 in the morning. Because I'll just be watching slime videos. Oh my god. I like to hear the crackle slimes and the satisfaction of them breaking the wax. The wax! The fucking wax! No, I love the kinetic sand, and when they like cut through it, that's like the really good shit. And then you watch the colors mix. And it's so bad because I know they're all reposted constant, like, fucking content farms, but I can't help it. When I am half asleep at like 3 in the morning, right? This is the shit that I live for. It hooks my silly little brain cells, and I become hypnotized by the goddamn slime ASMR. Ah! I had to look up, but that A does not stand for audio, stands for autonomous, so my bad, still same classification. I don't know. I really don't know. Comfy brain dead scrolling, yeah. That's when it gets you, yeah! So I've like banned myself from Twitter. I've banned myself from Twitter at like 3 in the morning. I cannot be on there. I will actually, I will sit down and I'm like, okay, time to read a book. Like, have you considered sensory videos like with like pop songs on? Are you talking about like the dancing fruit? No, those don't do the same for me. They really don't. So what does ASMR mean? I think it's just like the tingles. The tingles you get. Tingles. I don't actually know what that sounded like, but I hope it was in your ears. But yeah, we should probably start talking about the actual subject of the stream. That Maybe I should stop talking about Twitter and actually start talking about the content of this stream. Maybe, perhaps. If I remember correctly, ASMR was an incorrect naming because whoever first called that misunderstood the meanings of the words. That's wild. That's wild. Imagine being a scientist and coining a term, terming a coin, and completely misunderstanding what those words mean. It sounded like an earthquakey. What about this? What did that sound like? Finally, VR chat. Yeah! Okay, so that. What is this music? Why did it? Why did it change to that music? Did you guys know that you guys are potentially missing out on so many idols? Did you guys know that there are idols out there that are going right under your nose? Switching a flip. Okay, I have to focus. Did you guys know that I have slowly become addicted to not even being in VR chat? I actually kind of hate being in VR chat. I hate being in the headset. But I endure the headaches of the headset and waking up at like 6 in the mornings because of these lives. Let me tell you, this has become such a fucking pastime between me and my friends. Last time I went, I was with Yui, Raya, Hakuya, Erika. I think Outer popped in at one point. Like... we were all together at this VR chat live. So, what are they? So basically, there are these idols that basically don't make content outside of VR chat. They are VR chat personalities, which is really interesting for me as like a VTuber, because like they could be making content. They could be making content and they could potentially bring their audience outside of VR chat and make a more like interesting experience. But in my experience, like seeing them, a lot of them aren't interested in content. A lot of them are more interested in providing the experience of like a show and actually procrastinate. No, not procrastination. Actually just like, because, oh, you'll figure this out. I'll talk about this later, but like they are scheduled really far in advance and you have to know that they're happening in advance to be able to attend. But yeah, so these VR chat idols are really focused on like their shows more than content, which I think is really admirable because they practice specifically to be able to do this. And it's actually crazy watching them because they're like so in sync despite not being in the same room. It's wild. It's wild. Apparently there's like infrastructure behind the scenes of like how these events happen. But so in order to go see these people, I've abandoned the Twitch. I'm back on YouTube, the superior platform. I'm so glad you're here, Gumi. I'm so glad. Welcome home, Gumi. Welcome home. Anyways, so in order to go to these lives, right, you have to either know two things. You either have to know the venue or you have to know the idol that you're following. A really good gateway into these is actually Tenyo Yui. If you're not aware of my friend Yui, she does these in addition to being a VTuber. She is actually like one of the most insane people that I know. I hope to hang out with you for VR chat lives. Yeah! Oh my god, Ruka, were you there when I told the story of my first VR chat live? So, I went to one of Yui's lives as my first live, and there was a Ruka there. But it wasn't Ruka Erika. And for a moment, I was like, are you... are you the Ruka I know? Or like, are you a different Ruka? Her Angel concerts are fire. Yes! Yui is such a good performer. I love her so much. Unfortunately, so if you guys are only on YouTube, you guys are only ever capturing maybe like a fourth of the concerts that Yui does. Like, Yui streams a lot. And she does broadcast her own concerts, but all of the concerts that she guests at, she can't stream them. You actually can't, you can't stream, you can't take video of the concerts, even if you're a performer. Most of the time. If it's a venue. If it's a venue, you can't. So, it is highly recommended to try, and Discord does alert us. Oh, that's good. That's good. I need to join her Discord, actually. I've missed a few of her lives because of shit. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, this is why this is super important that, like, you get into VR chat lives, because you are probably missing peak performances from Tenyo Yui. The thumbnail of this video is from one of those performances that you had to be in person to see. All the concerts have a no repost, no stream rule. Yes, but taking photos is heavily encouraged. VR chat photography is such a big thing. And so you are heavily encouraged to take photos of the live and post them on Twitter with the hashtag for the live and the performer. And they're so cute! I will go into that later. So you can either log on to VR chat from a headset or a PC, but a lot of the concerts are actually not Quest compatible. You have to be on some form of PC, either PC VR or just like standalone PC, to be able to go and actually see people's avatars as well, because a lot of the times the performer avatars are not optimized super well, or they can't be optimized. There's a lot of different reasons. Oh my god, this music is distracting. But yeah, they're not super optimized. Quest/mobile is the backend is broken, sadly. Yeah. So you do have to be on PC, but the good news is you don't have to have a headset. All you have to do is literally just download VR chat from Steam. I still can't upload my own model in VR chat. You need to spend more time in VR chat and get more friends. Come to a concert with us, Gumi. But yes, so okay, you can have a virtual machine if you only have a phone. No, you can't come by wait, oh, if you only have a phone, you can have a virtual machine. That would work probably. I have to have friends. I think like maybe 3 at least. You probably have enough friends. You probably just haven't spent enough time in VR chat to be able to upload your model. Just go to a live. For real. Anyways, so you have to have VR chat. And you have to be a member of either your Oshi or a, what is it? A live house group. And how this works basically is beforehand, they will post their performance on Twitter or in their Discord, wherever the like notification channel is, with all of the performers and the hashtag for the thing. There's a trust rating, friend request sent, Gumi. Yes, there is. Wait, you don't have any friends? Oh, I will friend you after stream. So you join all of these groups and you look out for the announcement. They will also, if you're already in the group, you will see it on the VR chat calendar. Hey, one serious question. Give me 4 reasons why you can't live without me. You can. And I encourage you to. I encourage you to have a life outside of watching this stream. Goom's twins, not imaginary, no way. For real. Anyways, So, what was I gonna say? Yes, if you already are in these groups, they will make VR chat events for it more often than not. So you can check your VR chat calendar in the website occasionally and see like, oh, these things are happening this month. Unfortunately, they can be kind of disorganized. Like, I've had some that Tenyo Yui was in where they didn't post the event until like maybe an hour before the event started, so you were just like waiting in VR chat. But I recommend logging into VR chat at least 30 minutes early, because sometimes the events fill up really quickly, so you want to be able to see that notification as soon as it goes up. Also, please turn off your mics if they ask for it. True. Oh, I should say most of these, if not all of them, are completely in Japanese. Yui speaks English, but if she's having a collaboration live, most likely the organizers and the other performers only speak Japanese. The performers also add to the venue limit. Yes. So the instances do have limits. So you do have to be really quick in joining. There normally isn't ticket sales unless it's like a big event. So like Sanrio has an event with VR chat coming up, but they have like HoloLive talents and all of that. And you do have to buy tickets to that, but generally they're completely free events. So Japanese only in the chat. So, like, there's a few different ways you can support the performers. One of them is from taking photos. Whether or not you can do call and mix, I have not... I haven't gotten a super strong pulse on it. Because I mostly go to Avancia and Yui's lives. I really like Avancia. I like their talent pool. Avancia is a live house. I try to go to their lives as often as I can. Because I like the vibes there. The organizers are very silly. And they have a lot of like very varied music, but yeah, I think if you know the individual groups, it's easier to know. I think it's easier to know whether call and mix is appropriate if you know the individual talents. But if you're going to Taibans, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough because like the mixing culture has not made it super far into VR chat because it's the JP scene, and I don't think anyone really... Either they're not really super into IRL idols, or if they are, they don't want to be perceived as super yakai or like noisy. Because yakai culture is like really big in the West right now. Everyone's like enjoying being super yakai. Granted, there are some idols that don't like it, but a lot of the Western idols like it. But in Japan, things have really calmed down with call and mix. Wait, y'all don't all have push to talk. You can change your mic settings. Basically, how I go through it is I'm like completely muted. They will occasionally ask for like interaction though. It can be really awkward because like sometimes performers will come up and they'll be like, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?" And like it's just crickets and they can't tell whether or not you can hear them. But yeah, so you'll have performances. Normally, VR chat performances are not one-mans. Normally, they are Taibans. And if you like a performer, you can take pictures of them, use the hashtag to post those pictures, and also join their group so that you can see their announcements of their performances. Indeed, indeed, indeed. I have my favorites. Obviously, Tenyo Yui is one of them. Ehehehe. I also like Libertas and what is the name? Yumaidol? Yumaidol? I think it's Yumaidol. They're maid themed. Yeah. All three are very cool, but like everyone's very cool. I hate having open mic, y'all will hear my fat fingers typing! By the way, if someone is still using Windows 7, there are workarounds for VR chat, so even is not supported, you can get in concerts. Yes! Indeed, indeed, indeed. So, you're at this concert and you can't hear anything. What happens? Well, there's usually a resync button somewhere in the venue. If you're having problems with any audio or visual, you have to hit the resync button. Last performance I was at, my internet was struggling, and I hit the resync button like for every performance. It was really bad. Who the fuck is using Windows 7 still? A lot of people. A lot of people, actually. I think a lot of audio people. I think Mail was on Windows 7 for a little bit too. Hello Matthew, hello! So, you're at this performance and you hit the resync button and everyone's cool and snazzy. Mind you, this is the really fun part about these performances, okay? For me, in EST time zone, right? These performances tend to happen at like 7 in the morning and they go for like 3 hours. Generally. That's like the average. And so I will wake up at 6:30 in the morning, log on to VR chat first thing, and be thrown into 3 hours of Japanese. With no English speakers, because most of the time, none of the performers speak English. None of them. That time frame light work for idols. Yeah, I'll work after, normally. These days I've been waking up at 6 in the morning. 7 AM sounds like a perfect time to start. Yeah, well, join me. Join me in VR chat. So, yeah, that's really great, especially when you consider that after the performance, everyone takes a photo together, which is great. That's wonderful. Oh, I should say, this is really important. During the duration of the performance, you have to change into a good or excellent avatar. You cannot use an unoptimized avatar, and a lot of the times you also cannot use an avatar from a source media. So like, even if like a Genshin avatar is good, you shouldn't use it. You should use one of the standard VR chat avatars when you're the audience. Granted, when it's photo time, you actually get to change into your regular avatar. I don't have a VR headset nor know enough Japanese. This is a great time for you to start. Again, you do not need a headset. All you have to have is a PC. You have to have a PC, that's it. PC VR works. Don't need a VR headset. Yes. I wake up at 6:30 in the morning and get into virtual chat for 3 hours of JP. Yes. Copyright laws. Yeah! Woohoo! But also, like, it's not even copyright laws. It's more so that you're being respectful to the performers and not being a distraction. A lot of the time, also, like, these rules are there because of, like, circumventing crashes or making things easy for everyone. It's like a very Japanese way of thinking, but like if everyone adheres to the rules, then the concert goes really smoothly. Some group recommendations: Noir Pulse. I've been meaning to go to Noir Pulse. Avantia, Legolas group. I want to go to Legolas too. I've heard that Legolas is really good. Map is really good. What's the Sakura one? The Sakura one has a lot of rock idols. Or not even idols, they're just rock musicians. A lot of the musicians are very varied in their music style. I'm opening up VR chat right now. Let's see. Sakura Moonlight, thank you! Thank you, Ruka! See, Ruka's also a hobbyist with this. But yeah. The reason why you can't stream or record your performances, even if you're an idol yourself, is because these venues are based in Japan. Even if they're online, the creators are based in Japan, and so they have to adhere to Japanese copyright law. So if you are not performing your originals, you can't record your live performances of it because they don't have permission to perform them. Linkage fan club too? Okay. You had me at rock? Yeah! Yeah! God damn it, Jessica, that's too many polygons. We're gonna look like fools. No, literally, that's... It sounds so funny, but that's legitimately, like, last time, Erica, Raya, and I were heading to Tenyo Yui's, live, right? And Tenyo Yui friended all of us. I've been friends with Yui for a really long time, so we were hanging out before her live, and she was like... I was, like, helping Erica and Raya find avatars. Just gotta prepare to yell Freebird. I feel like, honestly, Speed, you would really like Sakura Moonlight. I saw some of their performers at Yui's last live, at what was the venue? What was the venue? Oh god, what was the venue? Where was the venue? Fuck! No! No, why don't I remember? What is the venue? Let me get the video real quick. Virtual Rendezvous. Virtual Rendezvous, yes. So they had a lot of the Sakura Moonlight performers, and they were so cool! I was like dying. I was actually dying. The polygons will make your ping polygon. Yeah. Well, I mean, imagine like 80 people in this audience, all with like super unoptimized avatars. It would be hellish. I returned to my old model Knuckles, my beloved. Guys, if I did a virtual like VR chat live, if I started performing in them, would you come? I'm kind of scared of them, not gonna lie. You guys don't understand how hard it is to perform in those headsets. And like, they're singing and dancing at the same time and managing all of the tech stuff. It's crazy. Actually true, as you can crash the performance PC as it's common thing with 80 plus people. Yeah, it's like, it's very like for the benefit of everyone. I would. Oh my god. Oh my god. Virtual Rendezvous is lovely. They're so cool. And their MCs are funny. Their staff is so funny at Virtual Rendezvous. My only gripe with going to these is my Japanese is like super informal because I learned not from like taking classes. I learned from like talking to people. And because of that, I understand people the most when they are speaking very casually like a friend. And because of that as well, my pronunciation sounds like someone who speaks really informally. But Keigo is like an entire language, and staff speaks exclusively in Keigo in a bunch of these events. So I'm like sitting here like, I'm getting about half of what you're saying. I'm getting the gist, but none of the context. But, yeah, so after the performance, you take the group photo, and then all of the performers actually split up. So Avancia, they'll form, like, lines in a line. And then Virtual Rendezvous, they will, like, go to 4 corners of the room. And there will be lines for each performer, and you can go up and talk to the performer for a little bit in Japanese, obviously. And then take a photo with them, and it's so cool! Ah! I love it. I love it. I love going I love going and making a fun of myself in Japanese, bro. Making a fool of myself in Japanese is crazy. It's so fun. When I'm going to like Yui's Taibans and she's the only one who speaks English, it's so fun. There is this music group that does multi-instance called Office Destruction Girl. I've heard of it! I've heard of it. It seems really cool. But yeah, Taibans, I love them. Also, like, I love the vibe of them. I love the vibe of going to these concerts because it has the, just like, the atmosphere of an underground, like, venue, you know? It's so underground idol that I'm like, Granted, you have the bigger events that are more produced, and they are impressive, but I really like smaller venues like Avancia because it's like so cool. It's so like underground. It's so like you discover new people really easily. It's very cool. But yeah, some of my most embarrassing moments in Japanese are from going to these events. Honestly, I'd love to learn more Japanese to speak it with a Texan accent and see how people react. You know, you could become the new Konichi Warts guy. The new Toronto bin guy. Jelly, pun intended. Very jelly. Very jelly indeed. But yeah, do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions about going to virtual lives? I will say last time I went, I first said hi to Yui. And that was Erica's first live. Raya had been to a few lives with me at that point, but Erica's first time. Erica fell in love. I'm scared that Erica's gonna become a VR chat idol the moment that she gets tracking. 2027, I'm planning to go back to Japan. Ooh, look at her go! Ha 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 ha. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I said hi to Yui first. I was kind of mean a little bit because I was like, Erica, it's your time to practice Japanese. You're gonna go in front of me and I'm not gonna translate. You're gonna handle your own interactions so that you can figure it out. And she was like, ah! And so she wanted to take a picture with you, my idol. And that was really cute because she started off trying to speak Japanese and then they met her in the middle with English. And they were like, we're both really bad at each other's languages. But then they like understood that she was like complimenting them on Honeyworks. And then I took my picture with them and I complimented them on first of all, I apologized for Erica and I was like, hey, we're American, sorry. And then I complimented them on the originals because they have originals. They have original music. And I was like, you guys are both really cute and really skilled at performing. And they were like, thank you. And then we took our photo. And then I was like waiting awkwardly to take a photo with one of the Visual K people who was like deep in conversation. And then a staff came up to me and were like, do you want to take a photo with them? And I was like, yeah. But I felt really bad because they were in the middle of conversation and the staff like cut them off. And I start talking to this person and I think my Japanese was too good for a moment because I say a few things, we start to have a conversation, and then at some point they go like just a rapid fire, just very informal Japanese, which I could understand like most of what they were saying, but I couldn't respond, so it was like, I'm sorry, I'm American. And then he switches to English, and I was like, wait, you speak fucking English? And he was like, yeah. And then we took a photo, and it was cool. And then they were like, wait, you're in my group. Do you want a friend so that I can invite you to concerts? And I was like, yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And then like, a lot of these people are really wholesome on social media too. They'll like follow you back on Twitter, because I think it's like a networking thing as well. Like, I think it might be kayfabe, but I think it's also like networking of, they see idol, they're like, work together potentially. But yeah, I really have to thank Tenya Yui for getting me into this stuff, because she's like so cool, and I love idols so much, and she knew I loved idols, and she would like, Twig, you should come to my events. And I was like, fuck yeah, I should come to your events. What the fuck do you mean? But yeah, me and these silly little VR chat events. Oh woo, oh whoa. But yeah, I will say, I'm gonna get so tired of beans. Cause I meal prepped beans for like a couple of like meals and stuff, but I never anticipate just how many beans are gonna make. It's kind of like rice, but because there's like so many different types of beans, I can't just like have a standard equation of like, oh, this amount of bean will equate to this amount of end product. And it's really, wait, how many days of beans have you eaten? Like a week? And I have like 2 weeks left of beans. And it's bad because they're not like neutral flavored. I made them like tomato-y, like taco seasoned. So I'll just be eating tacos until I run out of tortillas, I think. Y'all got any beans? What do you mean, Twig? You are not Mexican. Yeah, I know. I'm white. Have you ever heard of a white people taco night? You cannot handle beans like us? Bitch, I'm pescatarian. What do you think 90% of my diet is? Friolitos? Friolitos? Hello? What are friolitos? This is a Google moment. Friolitos. What are friolitos? Question mark? Question mark. Oh! Yeah, I guess that works. Pretty much, except I did it with lentils. I'm assuming— no, they were lentils. They're red lentils. I actually switch up the beans. I switch up the beans, like, a lot. I don't think I actually have pintos right now. I have red lentils, green lentils, Great Northern beans, kidney beans, black beans. Yeah. Twig, I understand that reference. Lou Burger fans, you know, it was a thing before Lou Burger. I grew up on shitty white people. Shitty white people tacos before white people taco night. You got a taco shell from the grocery store. Granted, it is very accurate. They did good. They did justice to white people taco night. You got the bean melody? Yes, I'm pescatarian. I have to. But the song, yeah. Friolitos is beans but small and cutesy, unless specific food that I don't know. I love. Wait, how do you make things sound small / cutesy in Spanish? What is the grammar rule? Because in English we just go uki or ukis. Ito, ita. Ah! That's cute. That is very cute. That is I will give it to Spanish. I need to learn more Spanish. I feel like I'm lacking. Spanish is so widely used, but I know none of it. You know what stopped me? What stopped me from learning Spanish was the fact that I'm white and I cannot roll my R's. It's really tragic. It's actually tragic. I've had so many people try and teach me how to roll my R's and it's bad. It's so fucking bad. Yes, totally. I'm gordita. Twig Ita? Oh, is Ita the like feminine and Ito masculine? Well, that would make sense. Ta o Gumita. I'm so delayed. You know you can hit the live button and then you're not delayed anymore. Tehehehe. I need to learn more Spanish though. I feel like I'm severely lacking in like cultural knowledge. Señorita. Oh, is that the origin to that? Really, just make like a rattlesnake sound to practice? That's the problem. I can't make a rattlesnake sound. They're like, oh, you can't do this thing. Just do this thing. Do this thing that requires you to know how to do the thing that you don't know how to do. Yeah, the perfect way to practice. That's like, what's the definition of definition? When you define something. Okay, what's the definition of define? The verb of definition. Like, I hate when dictionaries do that. It's really bad. It's really bad. Teehee. Teehee, me when I'm a linguist and I play a practical prank on the general public by not defining a word. That has to be an editor error, right? When it happens? There's no way that that's like ever intentional. There's no way, right? Like that, I roll my R's like a drunk Mexican. Usually Hispanics ask if I'm drunk when I talk on the phone. Is there a difference? Is there a difference in R rolling? The nuance that I didn't know. Level 8, the double L sound without sounding like an I, like a Y. Oh. Level 6 difficulty RR, level 10 J. Well, J is just Y, right? J and double L are just like Y. But different. You know, this is the same shit I was having with Korean. Do you know how Korean has like double consonants and they sound different but the same to like regular consonants? But then like Leah was trying to teach me pronunciations, right? J is H. I've been lied to. I've been lied to. This is okay though. But like Leo was trying to teach me Korean pronunciation because I was debating trying to learn a Korean song for a cover, right? Because Korean ballads are very cool and snazzy and they're really cool, right? And I send a whip to Leah and I'm like, how does this sound pronunciation wise? And she goes, dog, I have no clue what the fuck you're saying. And I send her the lyrics and she's like, brother. And then she like demonstrates and then I'm like, Leah, these things sound the exact same to me. G is H sometimes and H is nothing. What is Spanish? What is the Spanish language? Also, to roll the R, use the air leaving your throat to essentially cause the tongue to flutter and I don't think my throat is formed in such a way. I don't think is my mouth shaped like that? Hello? Lol, that's why I don't even try it with... Bro, it's so rough. It's so fucking rough. I'm like, after I heard that, I was like, okay, I'm giving up. Like, I'm not posting this cover. It vibrates off the roof of... Wait, what? What? Do you like... How are you supposed to like... What? This is like when you try and explain how to sing to someone that doesn't know how to sing and doesn't know how the singing is supposed to feel or like how they're supposed to maneuver the air to make a phenomenon happen, but you're defining it in biological terms, but that person is like, dog, I didn't even know the human body was capable of that. J is H in most American Spanish is European. In the other hand, J, imagine gurgling, flossing, and then you make it more angry. Ha! I know the different varieties of Spanish are different, but like I didn't know that the actual like pronunciation is like so different as well. Do you Spanish speakers understand the Spanish of other countries? Or is it like completely different? Is it like a completely different dialect that like you have to struggle? This is interesting to me. I'm learning the intricacies of Spanish. Make the R sound and put your No. I can identify every dialect. Yeah, but can you understand every dialect? You can identify one, sure. But can you understand them? Cubans eat their letters. I can't- What? What do you mean by eating letters? Hello? I mean, there's a whole scene between European and Latin American Spanish-speaking countries. That's true. Yeah, it's like Irish and Scottish English, but like with some idioms. Oh. So true. What vendetta do you guys have against Cuban Spanish? What? Yep, they eat a lot like British. Oh, okay, now I understand. There's some words that are geographically specialized. Yeah, like I would assume so because like in British English, like let's see. What's an example? Like chips and crisps and fries. Yeah. And don't go between nationalities. Yadu hodo. In it? Yeah. This is really interesting. I feel like I'm being exposed to a world I had no clue about. Because I have, like, little to no exposure to Spanish. Other than, like, maybe like, preschool being like, red is rojo. But even then, I've lost a lot of that knowledge because I tried to remember the word for blue and my mind goes out. But no, that's that's Japanese. Goddamn second language. Debuff. Freesia. Strawberry in Spain, but what is it? It's similar? Azul? Azul? Ow. I could see it, yeah. Me when I use Y when trying to say and in Mandarin. Y when oh! Yeah, that's rough. That's rough, buddy. I've taken just as much Spanish classes as Japanese. I have taken no classes in Japanese. I took 4 years of French. I don't know any French. I can carry more of a conversation in Japanese and understand the other person more than French. French did not stick in my head, despite my mother knowing French and trying to teach me French since childhood. I used to sing in French as an elementary schooler. But I don't know French anymore. What was the nursery you're on? Frère Jacques, tournez-vous, tournez-vous, something, something, something. She tried so hard, man. There was also one that like taught you the body parts, but I don't remember it at all. I just listened to French music in the car even. Back when we had to have like CDs in the car to be able to listen to them. Salt is a good example. In just Mexican dialect, sal can mean salt or even orange. How did that happen? Or C sometimes. My relatives in Chihuahua and the Oaxaca speak very differently, like how a New Yorker and a Texan versus that makes sense. French is BS. I can't spell anything phonetically. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. French was like, how can we make everything spelled like shillelagh would be spelled for white people names? Dornez-vous? Yeah. Sonna Martina. Yeah. Something like that. Spanish, my beloved, for phonetics. That is a buff. That is actually a buff. There's also a whole ass conjugation of verbs specifically in Spain. What, like they conjugate verbs differently? Yeah, I'm definitely not planning on learning French. That's wild. What's crazy is I used to know enough French. And French number system. Oh, don't get me started on French number system. Ah! You have to actively do math in your head to use the French number system. One day I'm gonna have a stream where I just ask Mana, hey, what's the French word for this number? 19. Gumi, I had suppressed trauma about the number system, okay? I had suppressed that in my mind. I didn't even remember the number system. But no, Gumi had to be like, oh, Oh, French number system in my chat. Mm, 19, by the way. Yeah, D-snuff. The only number I remember. Even numbers have been taken over by Japanese. It's really bad. I only have the capacity for one language in my head, and I'm trying to cram 3 in. So the third one is just dying in there. French anything in chat now. 19 French. Yeah, D-snuff. Hello, Eve Weirdo. Hello. Also, hello, Lord Penguin. Hi. I hope you're I almost said, I hope your French is going well. I hope your Friday is going well. It's okay, Twig, English is hard. Yeah, English is hard, but French is harder, and Japanese is invading. I try to remember anything in French and it comes back Japanese. Send help. I'm dying. The French has consumed her mind. No. I noticed the icon for moderators. Yeah, Cass has become a cube. He's become a cube. In order to defend Twigtopia, they have become cubified. So there's me, you, informal, and then he, she, you, polite, are together. Us, maskish and femme. You guys, informal. And then them, but gender inclusive. Them, women. Y'all, formal. This sounds a lot like French conjugation, though. Wait, where's the French conjugation song that they made us sing in French class? Wait. French conjugation song. Question mark? Question mark. Is... I need the one from, like... the year I was in French class. Where is it? I think it might be this. Maybe. Maybe? Maybe? Question mark?
Make your move.
Ah! So, to be honest, Spanish has the Something Institute and the RE, which unify the use and meaning of words and grammatical laws. However, there are native wrong conjugations and slang even in Spanish. That's wild. JP numbers more difficult to me for some reason. That many groups of 10 messes with my head. Have you ever heard of French numbers? It's hell. Anything's easier than French numbers. No, this isn't it. What? This is not the correct one. You get the gist. French numbers, though. Oh my god. No. No. That's not the correct one. That is not correct. What the fuck was I listening to? That was the French conjugations! There's only an official Spanish for teaching and technical reasons. Oh. So you can, like, learn perfect Spanish, but then you won't even understand anyone. You know, French and Spanish and Italian are all romantic languages based off of Latin, so they share a lot of similarities. Particularly Italian and Spanish can interchange some words. Yeah, that's because that's why my mom speaks Italian. She doesn't speak full French. She speaks both French and Italian at the same time. It's really funny, actually. She does. She switches between them, and like, you see me remembering things in Japanese when I'm trying to recall French. It does that for her when she's trying to speak French with Italian. And so she just flip-flops between them. Is your family Sardinian? No, neither are my mom's native languages. She just picks up languages. I know Spanish grammar because I memorized music notation, which is Italian. I mean, music notation might be Italian, but like I don't think you can speak Italian with music notation alone, you know. My great aunt would speak like that with I mean, Italian, French, Spanish, Romanian are Romance languages. Yeah. Yeah. So is English to an extent, but it's also Germanic. So, like, it's different but similar, but kind of there, but kind of not. English is like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. Also Portuguese. Don't forget Portuguese. When I understood French, I was weirdly able to understand Portuguese at the same time. I was like, I don't know this language, but I can context clues what they're saying. Mobile YouTube deciding to minus 20% brightness unless mini player for some reason match. Yeah, YouTube has been having problems for me. I haven't been able to full screen YouTube a little bit because whenever I full screen, like, it just starts loading for some reason. We don't speak about that cursed language. What do you have against Portuguese? Hello? What's wrong with Portuguese? Portuguese is French Spanish, so that tracks. Yeah. I was like, wait, I understand this. This is wild. Okay, right, I've compiled all the Twitters for VR chat groups and posted them on YouTube posts for your convenience. Yes! Was that in my community or was that on your community page, Ruka? Fuck 'em. What is wrong with you and Portuguese? What chip on your shoulder has been placed there by a fucking person from Portugal? Portuguese is like you forget you have a brother for the Spanish, to be honest. So yeah, if you Spanish, you can understand Portuguese. Yeah. Portuguese is the great, like, handshake emoji between French and Spanish, I think. It's really funny. More like we don't want to remember the brother. What is wrong with Portuguese? What do you have against Portuguese? Why are you racist specifically against Portuguese? What is wrong there? Hello? It hurt my head. Why does it hurt your head? Is it because you can only understand half? Just learn French and then you understand the entirety of Portuguese. My YouTube post page, X, Blue Sky, and Threads. Guys, please make sure to check out Ruka because Ruka has compiled a bunch of resources if you guys want to get into these lives with me and become so silly coming to these lives. Wahoo! Sardinia was Spanish until the half of the... Okay, I don't know European history. We don't have to get that far. I just know that the Latin Americas are really against each other for funsies or otherwise. Is that kind of like how Americans are like, guys, no, actually, we have the best barbecue. Actually, the best barbecue is here. No, you guys are so dumb and so stupid. We have the best barbecue. Oh my god, I can't believe Midwesterners don't have barbecue. Like, because I love languages and as a language, it just makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why. How does a language make you uncomfortable? How is the language a red flag for you? Someone cannot help but be born in a Portuguese-speaking family, you know? They can't help it. You know Balkan behavior? Same, but in Spanish. I actually don't know Balkan behavior. I don't know European. I am American. You guys know that in order for Americans to know where other countries are on a map, normally they have to study independently to know. Like, our school systems are not teaching us about you guys. I hope you know that. Like, that is... you know how there's, like, the dumb American trope? Yeah, it's perpetuated because school does not teach us about anything other than America. You know how many times I had a world history class? Twice in my life. You know how many times I had an obscure history class related to exactly where I live? Like, 5 or 6 times in my life. To put simply, we hate each other's guts. That's wild. You guys are neighbors. You should shake hands. You should shake hands and kiss, you know? My Spanish teacher and my social studies teacher has force-fed us with European facts. I was not the best student in French. I would sit in the back of French class, do tarot, and sell the readings for like $5. It was really bad, actually. I should have paid more attention. Maybe this is why I don't speak French. Maybe, perhaps, just possibly, you know, the reason why I might not be fluent in French. Oh, yeah. I still passed. In fact, when I went to New York, there was, so I went to like, what is the name? I think it's like the Rockefeller Center or something. One of the like really touristy outlooks in New York, because you know, it's your first time in Manhattan. You're on a school trip. You're gonna go to like the touristy places. And so we go up and they have like this really confusing elevator thing for bathrooms, right? And there was a distressed French couple asking where the bathroom was, and the staff did not speak French, and I was able to tell them where the bathroom was, and that was the only time in my life I have ever used French. And then I promptly forgot all of it. Till we come to America and then we unify as Mexicans, because that's what all Americans generalize us, but in communities they do segregate into nationalities and don't mix that often. Yeah, that is true. I remember, like, a lot of my classmates had that experience of, like, they would unify against like everyone else, but then in their own circles they would be like, fuck that guy. Not even fuck that guy, just like separate silently. Like, the Bronx were mostly Puerto Rican, where the Italians left, and the Patterson, New Jersey is mostly Dominican. Cagewood, New Jersey is true Mexican. There's a variety where I'm at. They stole your French and flushed it. Yeah, they really did. Guys, that's where my French went. You know what? That's an Oshikatsu idea. We lost. Why is it always bathrooms? Wait, no, don't Oshikatsu there. Actually, now that I think about it, don't Oshikatsu there. Why is Twig's Oshikatsu locations that she brings up always a bathroom? No! No! I need to tell another story. Oh god, wait, what is a location? What is a notable location, Twig? What is a location? Toilet. It is funny. It is funny that I have multiple New York City bathroom stories. It's odd that it happened twice. It is odd that I tell one New York City bathroom, the McDonald's shuts down, and then I tell another story of a different New York City bathroom. If anything, I see her as a floating toilet paper head. What the hell? What the hell? Twig? No. No, don't even. No. I'm gonna cry. Anyways. Man, the Guy Fieri restaurant isn't even still open. That's so depressing. That's so depressing. Man. You know what? That's my mission. That's my mission. I have a convention that I plan on going to for safety reasons. I will not disclose which convention I am going to this year until after said convention. But I will be going to a convention and traveling to said convention this year. And my... Oh my god. Skylat's giving me money on Twitch. Why would you do... A, why would you do that? B, why would you do that? It costs more money that way. C, why would you do that? It literally gets you nothing but Twitch emotes. But, yeah, so my goal is, after this con, to come... I want the emo... Okay, bro. Okay, whatever, bro. Whatever. But, after this con, I will come back. I will come back, and I will have a story. I will have a story of a nice location that will not shut down, that you can do oshikatsu in. And hopefully, it is not a bathroom. Because I really do like the idea of you guys being able to do oshikatsu. Oshikatsu is, like, really cute. Really cute. Oh my god, wait, I should ask this on stream because a lot of you guys are here. Hi, hello, would you like acrylic goods from Twig, or would you rather me stick with the checky option? Would you rather checky with like, signed things that might take a while for me to figure out how to fulfill? Or would you rather acrylic goods like standee, keychain, things like that? Also, I like the founder's badge. How long does the founder's badge last? How long do you get the founder's badge for? What? It makes me feel like I'm helping somehow. Oh my god. Me and my, like... It's permanent? Yeah, but, like, what are the conditions of which you get the founder's badge? But yeah, I know you guys are interested in checky, but it might take a while to get. Because the problem is, I've reached out to companies. I get ghosted by companies. I've reached out to companies for fulfillment. They do not email back. And as much as I would like to ship everyone's checkies myself, I don't know enough about shipping, nor do I have like a PO box. And I feel like I would be getting into like production company territory at that point. where like, wow, she's doing fulfillment at this point and like calculating shipping and shit like that. I'm just like so intimidated by that. So like, be some of the first subs on Twitch. Oh, Nyaruhodo. I see. Nyaruhodo. Ha 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 ha. Hi Raya! Hello! Hi! How are you? Wait, did you finish stream? I saw you streaming on Twitter. How was your stream today? Ooh, I was telling stories earlier too about like Erica's first concert. Raya, what has been your favorite part of like going to these VR chat concerts? Uwu? What has been your favorite thing? It was good? What about you? I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. I will say, the concerts, even as a viewer, it can be kind of like rough. Sometimes I'll try and like do it in a headset, and if I try and do it in a headset, I'm like dying by the end of it. Because being in a headset that long, I'm not made for it. The performance and meet and greets, I dislike the viewers being noisy though. Oh, true. Last time we went, the audience was kind of rowdy, and so Raya was trying to like hear them better over like people who were talking. But normally that doesn't happen. The meet and greets are so fun though. I love the meet and greets. They're a lot of fun. It's also fun, like, seeing Raya speak Japanese, because, like, Raya is good at Japanese. She's much better at Japanese than I am. Because I don't have formal Japanese experience. I'm just like, aha, fuck it, let's fucking go. I got so many friends. Woohoo! Yeah. But yeah, I think we may be wrapping up stream here. Guys, do you have ideas of what you want to see from me next week? I feel like, no. I feel like I've been, like, apprehensive to do game streams recently because I feel like I'm really bad at talking during games these days. Let's do a collab, like, next week? Okay. We can DM me, Raya, and we can plan one. Eehee! I would love to. I would actually love to do a collab with you. Aha! Eehee! Aha! Oh! Based? Yes. I love my friends. Hee hee ha ha. Also, we're a week out. I can say this. Do you guys want to wait for me to just randomly drop a announcement video, or do you guys want to know something before we leave? I emoji. I wonder what the collab will be. We will find out. We don't know yet. Rem Kanashibari has a birthday stream. What is it? So guys, you guys know Uwu, how like perhaps maybe I'm like not the best at acting, so I like don't do ASMR ever. Well, this is so bad. This is so bad. On Valentine's Day, me and 7 other VTubers will be releasing my first ever voice pack. Each VTuber has like one segment, right? So each VTuber has one audio in the voice pack. It will also have a recipe in it. And it will also have 8 phone wallpapers and 1 desktop wallpaper with art of everyone in it. I will release more details when the video comes out. It is actually a very good voice pack. Even if you're not here for like the girlfriend experience, I recommend it. It will be 100% free. 100% free voice pack. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun organizing it. Oh, what? Yes, 100% free, chat. You do not have to pay anything at all in any capacity. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm so excited for the video to come out. Fear? Don't fear! Don't fear! It's no money! It's free! So like, because it's free, you can just listen to it and you can like be like, oh my god, I love these people in this voice pack and I want to keep these voice packs forever and ever and ever. Nothing is as expensive as free. Real! Real. So yeah, people in the voice pack, you have, drumroll please, let me make sure I don't miss anyone. You have Melancholy VT, Twig Vtuber, Kendra Bratton, Inari Reiju, Gumi Jelly, Erica Norn, Tomomo, and our beloved Rayaki Show! We love her! It's gonna be chocolate themed, and that's all I'll say. Hell yeah, Kendra and Inari. Yup, yup, yup. Sweet Tentress with the free stuff. Y'all trying to make me parasocial now. I promise you, you will not become parasocial after this voice pack. But yeah, the art also has like original outfits for all of the members of the voice pack. Is it wrong? I knew most of them. No, it's a very like Twig cinematic universe. We've actually been planning this since November in the friend server. The art is by Koi Hai and the vocal direction is actually by Pow Pow Sarah. Yeah. So look forward to that! And even if you don't like the voice pack, you get a recipe out of it. It's really cool. It's a really good deal. So, yippee! Yippee, 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 yippee! Okay, I will look for people to raid. Hope you all enjoy our first voice pack. Yeah, I'm really excited to release it, actually. It is my first ever voice pack. I've been thinking about doing one for a really long time. Just because, like, it's something new. I always want to try new things. Even if it's not, like, completely on brand for me, I feel like doing new things helps one grow. And that's really important. It's really important. So yeah, you know what? We are gonna raid someone on Twitch. So for you Twitch people, I don't know how many of you guys were there for the Tetris stream, right? But there is a certain VTuber who every time I fought him in the Dub Cup, he killed me. Every time I fought this person in Tetris, they absolutely destroyed me. So we're gonna raid Hakai VT. If you've never been in a Twig raid before, we can say, get twigged as the raid message. If you feel bad twigging someone you don't know, get twigged respectfully. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Tuesdays for members, and not for subscribers. Become a member on YouTube. Do it, do it, do it. So yeah. There you go. Raid Hakai. I don't think he's on YouTube, so we're gonna figure out someone else to raid on YouTube. See you guys on Monday on Twitch. They're shabloom, shabam. No more Twitch. No more Twitch. And then on YouTube, let's figure out who to send you all to. Ha 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 ha. Hee hee ha ha. Wahoo, wahoo, wahoo. Let's see. Who is doing what? Who is doing what? Let's see. Someone's doing like a casual chat stream. Or we can raid into Animals of Japan. That would be really funny. Yeah, no, let's raid into casual chat stream. I don't think we've met this person. Yeah. Woohoo! Woohoo! Waha! Waha! Wahee! Waha! Rem birthday stream? I don't know. I like to keep it in theme. So we're raiding someone I don't know yet. But yeah. Woohoo!